After third-degree burns, still looking pretty good. What have you become? At least I got laid before I died.
Emotional damage!
Jeanne d'Arc is from the series Fate, or as I first saw her, Fate Apocrypha. If you had the least bit of education, Jeanne d'Arc here was a maiden of French descent who after a spiritual awakening became the spearhead of the French war effort under her allegiance to King Charles XIII and led France to the near victory until she was captured by the British and ultimately accused of being a witch and burnt on the stake. Historical fact out of the way, the version you're seeing is Jeanne portrayed in the series Fate and plays an important role wherever she is. And if you've seen my previous videos, anyone will realize that I'm a Jeanne simp. I am such a simp that I even refuse to conduct the act or even condone the thought of conducting sexual harassment on my beautiful maiden.
Do it.
When talking about the face, you'll be sick of me to hear that the face here is... It is a testament to how great Max Factory invests in their face sculpts, of course excluding their live-action counterparts. And as portrayed through my previous video, Figma's iteration of Jeanne, while initially coming with an extremely well-replicated assortment of faces, the Archer variant is the peak of facial expression. The first face is Jeanne smiling while looking left. It is, out of the three, the least remarkable as the smiling face has been seen before, but nonetheless, her smile is a true beauty as she is able to portray Jeanne's optimism and faith in mankind. The second face is a disappointing frowning face, which is the face Jeanne is usually depicted when she sees either a fallen hero...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anakin. For all of it.
I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did.
Or...
Failure!
While not the most positive looking face, it's still a beauty to behold and portrays Jeanne's tragic nature of being a maiden of the Lord destined to uphold the moral high ground.
I have the high ground!
Whatever the cost. And finally, Jeanne has... But seriously, if a holy maiden is this happy, then that means something's wrong with either the world or she's outright mad. A point to note is that the previous faces of Jeanne d'Arc can be applied to the Archer variant here, and vice versa. So if you want an embarrassed Jeanne in her swimsuit, or an angry Jeanne, that's possible. Or best, the face of a broken heart.
Obi-Wan のせいか。嘘をつくな！違う。裏切ったら僕を殺すために連れてきた。違う。
Now when look at the body. While Jeanne always has a superb form, the Archer variant just shows off the
firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
Firstly, the blue hoodie is well portrayed with the color and sculpt blending in nicely with the rest of her body. Now look at the...
Free little bastard! Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every egg. I want you to die! Can't hurt me, Jack! Nanomachine, son! Don't fuck with this senator! Die! Die, you piece of shit!
But seriously, Jeanne has some big guns. The black swimsuit with white flower markings that fits ironically very well with her pale skin, and the enormous guns. Talking about the guns, if you look closely, you'll see a point where the roundness is uneven and a certain point is protruding. Showing the lengths the Japanese are willing to go to recreate their waifus.
貴様へ彼女こそ答えだあの凛々しき面影神々しき居住まいあれこそは紛れもなく我が運命の乙女に他ならぬ
Moving down, Jeanne also comes with Look at the legs. The sleek but also thick enough legs just adds an additional layer of authenticity. Additional factor that the sculptors added is a piece of lingerie on Jeanne's left leg, which I'm not sure what they were used for. And look at the feet. Jeanne wears a pair of white sandals, adding to that beachwear authenticity. But looking closely, man, no wonder this version of Jeanne was tall. When it comes to accessories, Figma can either be bountiful or scarce. And as this figure is basically DLC skin to the original, one might not expect a diverse assortment of accessories.
Objection!
Firstly, when it comes to hands, Jeanne comes with fists for cracking some nuts, open hands for force blasting, a thumbs up holding hands for grabbing the hula hoop, ordinary holding hands used for holding most accessories such as Jeanne's spear and sword, a peg equipped hand for placing volleyball, and a literal slapping hand for basically slapping. When it comes to items, firstly, there's a bag which is just here for show and is a hassle to apply as it fails to stick to the figure. A volleyball is also included that can be placed in the designated hand and fits in with the beachwear aesthetic. Also, there's a hula hoop which can be used for certain poses, and a float used as a defense weapon against oncoming attackers. When discussing the size of Jeanne, as a woman, she isn't the biggest Figma, but is that of your average female Figma. Here's Jeanne next to Gunpla, Monster Arts, Star Wars Black Series, and other Figma variants of Jeanne. When it comes to articulation, as stated many times before, Figma is the master when it comes to articulated figures, as they make most of what is possible for human movement. Now, when talking about the head, while the movement is diverse, the back hair prevents it from looking up. The hair is movable, with the same applying to the lower part of the hair as well. The chest can wiggle, but is still very limited. Of course, a wide range of movement for the shoulders. Elbows can bend over 90 degrees, and a full 360 for the hands. The knees can bend over 90 degrees, and a diverse feet movement. What is there left to say? The DL skin version of Jeanne d'Arc is surprisingly good, with the beautiful looking aesthetics alongside the big guns makes it an ideal figure to have. While it may not be the best Figma on the market, it still holds its own ground and surprised me with not only the sculpt but also with the various accessories that it comes with. With that said, I can proudly claim that the Archer variant of Jeanne d'Arc is a great figure and I would highly recommend her, but be warned, this is coming from a heavy Jeanne sim, so take my opinion with a cargo load of salt.